Ведьмак 3 и 44, да, эпизод? Вроде бы, да, 44. Или нет? Какой-то эпизод? 43? 43, наверное. Черт, я забыл реально, какой это эпизод должен быть. Что за фигня? 40, 41, 42, 43, да, это 43. Опять же, из-за сбитого счетчика меня смущает постоянно теперь, что заканчивается как-то неправильно. Ой. Не туда нажал. Ой, это не туда опять я нажал. Ладно, пофиг. Короче. Плюс сюжет практически. Ну, я тут вижу восклицательный знак, поэтому сначала туда. Обворовали.
What happened?
Islanders from Skellige. They've taken over crippled Kate's.
Taken over? How's that?
Clobbered the innkeep, tossed out the girls, then set to drinking. They've been going since yesterday, apparently celebrating some big loot.
Ну что, в стражи не пойдете?
Sounds like Skelligers.
But you look to be an honest man. Help us. Drive away the hooligans. We've not much, but it'll make a tidy sum if we all pitch in.
Fine, I'll see what I can do.
Really? So there are good men left in the world?
Да, я такой, good man.
You got water on the brain?
Sorry, mate. Gotta fill your horn elsewhere. This establishment's part of Skellige today.
Seems to me we're still in Novigrad. And in Novigrad rules apply. Rules you happen to be breaking.
Just how's that? You're not allowed to drink in peace. Have a bit of fun. Leg it, man, before you taste the rock.
Фига себе, у тебя зубов нету. Тебе удобно?
Collect your friends and go. On your best behavior now.
Aye. Gents, time to go.
Those swords, but I prefer me trusty axe. Hey there, friend. What's the rush?
Там как, чел? Живой? Охранник. Не толпимся, выходим. Давай, не тупи.
Thanks so much. We'd not have managed on our own. We're not rich. But I hope this is enough.
It's plenty. Farewell.
Понимаю, седочка. Вот, видите, я получил всего 25 опыта. А за способность я получил 40. Типа... Это в 1000 раз выгоднее, чем там убивать их, например. По опыту. Здесь за бои, к сожалению, дают очень мало опыта.
Oh, that's bad luck.
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonkier. Of those de Jonkiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
Заслуги отцов, мои заслуги.
I'm looking for Corrine Tilly.
Oh, you've come to the right place, then. Corrine is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
Чё?
Why do you need to know the house's history? You a historian or on a whim?
I bought this property a short while ago. Paid a pretty penny, I might add. Soon after, I witnessed disturbances. Led me to fear the home might be haunted.
What are the symptoms?
Oh, they vary. Giggling in the night. And furniture moving about in the attic. And last week...
Может быть, это просто
Well, you
бомжи?
shan't believe it. I found human feces in the parlor.
Not interested in what's going on inside? Seeing it for yourself?
I'm a banker. Cursed homes scare me. Do you know how a haunting can affect property value? Point of fact, Corrine requested she not be disturbed.
I'd like to go inside and look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. You may enter, call that my whim. Truth is, we're already dependent on the Black Ones, economically.
Окей, ладно,
Put it down,
возможно.
please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Возможно, это и правда что-то нехорошее.
Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it. Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Давай, Сейбер. А, это просто тайничок, да? Ничего особенного.
Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
О, господи.
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
Фига его ломает.
The doll. The attic.
All right. Time to check the attic.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please. Stop. Go away.
Так.
Don't do that. Leave it. Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Way to the next room's blocked.
Как же повезло этой даме, что тут я проходил мимо, а то бы валялась бы там, хрен пойми сколько. Сначала соберем полезные штуки, а теперь можно...
There was a cradle on the second floor. Wonder what would happen if I laid a doll in it.
Спасибо за пояснение.
Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy. A riddle. Saw an oven in the cellar. Maybe I'll find another clue there.
Играем в игрушки.
Boo!
Бу.
Did I scare you?
Похоже на того
Scared you,
пацана.
Could tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee
С той
little
же расы,
Sarah.
видимо.
Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams.
Очень
Well, not
смешно.
her awake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh? How's that, eh? Eh?
If it looks like one and acts like one, trust me, you're a godling. You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big hen chases me. Hen's got these red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretend it is. Make everyone think that. It was sitting there all empty, so I moved in. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with. So I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to! I don't! I won't!
Иди на болото.
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes? Yes? Yes! Do that and I promise not to bother your friends. Not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Now go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up. Good day.
Зря банкир купил это место. Все равно выглядит как-то отстойно. Ну, здорово.
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all too real. And not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much.
Разговор.
The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right. See you there.
Ой. А, стоп, подождите. А, нет, уже не рабочая, все, пофиг.
But your yellow eyes are a bit frightening. Look, mine are pretty.
Интересные у нее, правда, глаза.
The seventh sword. I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
Got a godling in your house. Name's Sarah, and she's an ornery little thing.
А, блин,
Left her alone,
не
but
то, не
thought
то.
I should tell you
Я
about her.
думал, не это будет говорить.
Thank you for being candid. Could you rid me of this beast?
You can do it yourself. Just burn some burdock in the oven. She's sure to run. Godlings detest the smoke.
I will not wage war on a beast, large or small. Piss on the godling, piss on the house. I must merely find a
А,
fool
ну и
willing to
ладно.
buy it.
Хрен с тобой, раз не собираешься
Truth is, we're already
возиться.
dependent on the black ones, economically.
Ну и ладно, пофиг, это нормально. Раз он не будет ее тревожить.
That's bad luck. Ooh, damage. From now on, assume you're everyone's observed. Sail to school.
just might find a man brave enough. A witcher? Oh, hear about the notice by chance?
Not quite, but what's it about? I hear right you're going on some voyage, need a companion.
Not just some voyage. Cross the
А,
sea.
но это не сейчас.
Mark this. When I got pressed into the infantry in 1242, I promised my beloved Let I'd return alive, whole, and with a pearl from Skellige. Not just any pearl either. A black one.
Ты
The
какие
rarest and
обещания.
most precious.
Well, well, ambitious.
Да уж.
Perhaps. But they were empty words. I came from the war, that one and the next, but I never fulfilled my promise. High time to change that. Or if not now, then when? Thing is, I've grown old in the meantime, as you see. Can't manage it alone, need a strong shoulder to lean on. Witcher's shoulders as strong as they come. So, what do you say?
Plan's crazier than it is sane, but there's an irresistible charm to it. Offer me some pay and I'll help you out.
Don't you fret about coin. I brought home a good deal of it from various fronts.
Хорошо, на потом.
Say we meet in Skellige, by the collapsed bridge near Arenbjorn. It's but a hop away from the bed where black pearls are born. Will that work for you?
Sounds fine. See you there.
Why not at your waist like everyone else?
Неожиданно. Большой квест совсем другой локации.
Not human, are you? What'll it be?
What are you serving?
Ну давай.
Not hungry, not thirsty, but I sure wouldn't mind a round of Gwent.
Heaven's champion.
Очень сильная артиллерия. И дворов как раз над двором, да. Давай с мелочи начнем. Пацанов позвал. Еще пацанов. Блин, у меня как назло вот эта штука, а не холод, мороз. Ой, как неприятно, ты мудила тупая. Ах ты ж, сука. Придется героя сливать. А может... Не, мне все не хватило, да. Или стоп, или хватило бы. Блин, я, по-моему, затупила, могу сейчас повесить. А, фак, ладно, похуй, проебал. Вряд ли сильнее будет. Ну, ты герой, к тому же. Похер. Урона у меня должно быть очень много все равно. Если только у него этой, ну, мглы или тьмы или что там, дождя нету. Я должен побеждать. Ну что ж, я очень надеюсь. Этого тебе не хватит. Я еще придушу вас чуть-чуть. Но первый раунд неплохо отыграл. Кстати, можно подраться, раз уж я тут стою.
Watch it, Greyhead.
Master. Greetings to Master Claytop from Geralt.
Will you take up the challenge? Will you face our tavern's champion?
Да.
Yeah, I'll fight this Gregorio fellow.
Your attention, please. This fine witcher has agreed to join in battle with our tavern's champion, George's George.
George's
While our
George.
champion prepares, you and I should have a chat. Let us talk coin. I shall be blunt. You stand to earn a great deal, provided you follow a few recommendations.
You
Проиграть.
asking me to cheat?
Not to cheat, to engage in an enterprise, that is all. What say you?
Регби.
How much will you give me to throw the fight?
Considerably more than if you win.
Но меня не очень интересуют деньги. Я хочу просто выиграть.
Kiss my ass, Master Claytop.
You'll regret that. A warm welcome to our competitors as they enter the ring. Geralt versus George's George, the pile driver. May the better man win.
Fucking come on! That's it, you're in for it!
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
В углу зажал просто и месить начинаю.
Our winner and the tavern's new champion is the witcher called Geralt. Here is your prize. Archibald O'Neill is another brawler you can fight. You'll find him near the entrance to the slums. There's also Mortimer, captain of the guard. He can usually be found near the Oxenfurt Gate.
Отлично. Что? А, понятно.
It's here. Time I went back to sea.
Что за бея?
Well, you're easy enough on the eye.
Еще, да. Так, ладно, наверх, я так понимаю, мне идти. Да, сюда.
The eternal fire protects us, but a witcher sure comes in handy at times.
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will
Он мне
guide
очень
you.
доверял.
You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
Your gift. Tell me how it works.
It's hard to describe. To start with, I must gain an understanding of the bond between the person and the object I'm to dream about. I ask questions, try to flesh out feelings, emotions. Truth is essential in this. And though most who come to me acknowledge that, many refuse to speak openly of certain matters. Apart from which, they remain unaware of others, further obscuring things.
What do you see in your dreams?
I don't. It's my client who sees. My gift lies in summoning the right dreams. At times, nightmares or strong desires impose themselves on true events. It takes skill to separate seed from chaff.
Ну, поехали.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri.
Окей.
I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time.
Это было
Years
сериал,
later,
что-то было,
I was
да,
in the
такое.
Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
By destiny.
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
Yes.
No need to rush. We have time.
Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. Had no idea what to do with a young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose, she lost her footing. Caught her at the last possible instant.
Была бы очень глупая
Strongest memory,
смерть.
though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
I see. Do you wish to tell me anything more?
Yes, I think so.
In that case, I'm listening.
It was after her time training at Kaer Morhen. After the moment when Yennefer first called Ciri her daughter. We'd been separated. I knew she was in danger. I dreamt of her multiple times. I found her at Stygga Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They wanted to hurt her. I remember fighting side by side with Ciri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow bolt with her sword. Told her never to try it again.
These memories, they're intense. Do you wish to continue?
more to say.
Then please do.
It was in Rivia. The second war with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop a riled crowd. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut.
Чё?
Yennefer lay dying as well. Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternal.
Чего?
She left us there. That was the last time I saw her.
You claim the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
She's a child of the Elder Blood.
A descendant of bloody Volker. The rebel burned at the stake. The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the Firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
Know when a legend transforms into prophecy? When it gains believers. I think you're right to be reticent in talking about the woman. I see. Do you wish to say more?
Yeah, there's something else. They call Ciri the Lady of Space and Time. Once I asked Yennefer why.
Ты пишешься.
Travels between worlds. Turns out I don't know how to talk about it. Didn't really understand much of what Yen told me. I just know there's more to it than traveling to different places, and that Ciri carries immense power in her blood.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
Yeah, there's something else. I remember Ciri having trouble controlling her abilities. Yennefer tried to teach her to cast simple spells, and Ciri destroyed a shed near the temple where they were. Really upset her. It was just an old shed. I know it took her a while to gain control, and frankly, I doubt she controls her abilities fully to this day.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
Я всё.
Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Я даже не знаю, ну, допустим.
Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot.
Потому что Йеннифер и Трис явно не встречались с ней, это я знаю. Что это было?
Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left in the Rosemary Thyme in their will.
The Rosemary Thyme? Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come upon a bridge. The Rosemary is just past it.
Отметка будет на карте.
Dandelion inherited a brothel?
So I've heard.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri. Yes.
Было довольно странно, но вроде мы справились.
Bravo, Witcher. I've material for another ballad.
Враг?
Been there. Same shite everywhere.
Fuck off.
Враги?
You cheeky old son! Help!
Громко сказано, враги. Так, мелкие бандиты.
Oh!
Сундук даже. Закрыто.
I'll never come back, you stink.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth.
Ну привет, как говорится.
Get out in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't going more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
Кулаками?
With pleasure.
Together, legs. We can't kill him.
Эй, пацаны, я вообще-то чемпион арены. Вы не на того напали.
Yeah, almost like we never left Bergen.
Please.
Первые 4 серии.
Now we can greet each other like the gods ordained. Ages past.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
Got some problems. Rather not burden you.
Fuck off, Geralt. Need to spill your guts to me now.
I'm looking for Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not good.
Not at all. but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. I just barely returned, as you saw. Expecting to come home to a hot like a boar and some cold
Хорошо,
ale.
что я тебя
What do you
слышал,
find
па.
instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Have no clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote. Aha! A note from a grateful muse.
Reading
Someone
annual
else's
balladry
letters.
contest. Silver laurel awarded to Master Dandelion.
Prince Hereward himself did the honours. And the feast afterwards, to celebrate the laureates. Dandelion taught a swine to yodel, and I... another time.
Hmm. 10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for. It's his planner.
Huh. Dandelion and planning? Good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually, in the past, sometimes not even that.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late, the dog.
Zoltan, please. You really want to track down the women Dandelion's been wooing? Most likely all angry women by now.
Got any better ideas? Besides,
No,
Dandelion's a
да.
babbler. They're sure to know something of his doings. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Suit you?
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Боже.
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like Dandelion.
This the loot he got from the elves of Dol Blathanna.
Aye. Must have been in a great rush to leave it behind.
Че у нас на втором? Еще и третий есть. А, ну это наша бордель, типа, да. Да, так что пофигу. Ничего интересного не будет. А на третьем. Нужен ключ. Вдруг на втором он будет. Скорее всего нет, но вдруг.
faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant Julian Alfred Pancratz, Viscount de Letonov, the title of Master of the Seven Liberal Arts.
Keep forgetting he's got that damn full name.
Такс. Чё за... И где оно? Нету. А, вот, вещи для задания. Уф. Ну, окей, хотя бы описано, куда мне идти. Ой, мисклик. Ну ладно, пофигу.
I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Типа
Close
того.
enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Vespula's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
The King of Beggars made a deal with Junior. This is his turf now.
Didn't hear nothing about that.
But you have heard what Bedlam does to people who cross him. Or you need a demonstration?
Come on, Fritz. Boss wants it that way. It's how it's got to be.
Клоуны.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. To think there are men who'll help a stranger out of the kindness of their hearts.
Not entirely out of kindness, and you're not entirely a stranger.
What are you... Oh, I know you. You're that witcher took Dandelion out whoring.
Shut up.
Gerald, right?
Yeah, right.
Not Gerald. Geralt.
Oh. Dreadful sorry.
Explain something if you don't mind. You say I took Dandelion out whoring.
So he said. Claimed I was his one and only. But he fell in with the wrong folk. You and that dwarf who always looks like a cow licked him. Said you two were a bad example. Wine, women.
Song. He picked that habit up from us too? Gotta have a word with him.
This man, как говорится.
What do you think? Where could Dandelion be?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he
Для
likes some
мыльщиц.
Sub-Z.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
This woman he was with in the harbor. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Covere. Ha! Horvere, more likely.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but
Пускай
it
забегает.
would be nice if he dropped by.
Да что ж такое?
There's something in the wind.
Nothing hurts as much as life.
That mug's a fright.
Welcome, welcome. Do come in.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elial.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You Elial?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought.
Да.
Thought Elial was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here.
Переоденется.
Any better?
So you're...
Elial.
Did you and Dandelion... I mean... how did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
What happened?
What do you think? We spoke.
That's it.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button rear fixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He ask about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, ooh, the goings-on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
I know this is none of my business, but why do I
dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Have you never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment? Must be horribly boring being a witcher all the time.
I managed to stay
Я не
interested.
жалуюсь, да.
Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
О, нифига себе. Уровень получил напоследок. Такс. Все равно у меня пока ничего нет лучшего. Стоп, а почему 10? Пять же должно давать или... А, стоп, он сам дает 5, плюс 5 отсюда, видимо, так, да. Поэтому 10. Да, точно. Ну, лишние 10 атаки пойдет. Конечно, красных реально катастрофически не хватает. Так, стоп, я улучшил вообще? Я что-то засекал. Да, улучшил. Что ж, на этом я остановлюсь тогда. Всякого поделали. Начали с сюжета, потом перешли к топам, потом к гвинту, потом снова к сюжету. Круг замкнулся. Стандартный круг в этой игре. Что ж, конец записи.